Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sideline podcast. I'm your host, Connor. It's my co host, Zeke, and we got a bit of a different episode for you guys today. Usually, we just run over sports and what's going on in the world, but today we're doing a different thing. It's called What If. And so, basically, how this is going to work is every episode is going to be a different topic. For an example, today's topic is going to be football. And then next is gonna be basketball, then baseball or soccer or whatever we're feeling. And we're thinking of doing maybe at most 10 episodes of these. And we're still gonna bring you guys the coverage of what's going on in the sports world. But we decided to switch things up and do something new. So, but what we're gonna run down today is Mahomes' draft, if he got drafted by the Bears, how different would it look? The Seahawks and the Patriots Super Bowl 49 if the Seahawks ran the ball. RG3's injury, the SMU death penalty, if you guys don't know what that is, you will today. And then Colt McCoy's injury. And
if you don't know who Colt McCoy is, I'll tell you about him.
You will today. So this is a new thing, and you ready to start off, Zeke?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get it on.
All right. So the first one is going to be Mahomes being drafted to the Bears. So, as you know, Trubisky got drafted that draft class, and he actually has solid maybe 1 or 2 years in Chicago. But Mahomes, on the other hand, when he went to the Chiefs, he didn't start right away. Alex Smith was still there, but when he got put in, he was a game changer for the Chiefs. He won 3 Super Bowls, made it to, I believe, 4, and made a dynasty there. And the Bears will now have won 0 Super Bowls. So Mahomes being drafted to the Bears will make a drastic change.
And they finally got a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, finally a franchise quarterback. Well, now they have Caleb Williams, but if Mahomes went to the Bears, they wouldn't draft Caleb Williams. They would keep Mahomes. Mm-hmm. And maybe even the Chiefs, maybe if all things end up like this, the Chiefs would draft Caleb Williams. Who knows?
But that's like a lot of years.
That's still a lot of years.
A new quarterback, like
they could
the 2019 class, or the draft classes.
They could have, but you never know. There could be a vote out there where the Chiefs have Williams and the Bears have Mahomes.
If they just switch scenarios, if the Chiefs sucked instead of the Bears.
Exactly. Like there could be a vote out there. But Mahomes was drafted in round 1, Big Ten. And Trubisky, I'm not sure, but he was drafted in round 1. But, I mean, I believe that if Mahomes didn't get drafted by the Chiefs would not have won any Super Bowls. If Trubisky went to the Chiefs, or like the Chiefs drafted a different quarterback besides Trubisky, they wouldn't have won any. If Trubisky went there, maybe one. The Bears, on the other hand, I don't even know if they would win any Super Bowls. Maybe with Mahomes, but they didn't really have too many.
They didn't have a lot of talent.
No, that's the thing. They obviously had Mahomes, but the Chiefs was more of a talented roster.
DJ Moore.
True, DJ Moore, and they have solid guys now, but back in
2017.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's why they got a pick before the Chiefs.
Exactly. And I think the Bears might have at least won 2. Probably not 3. Definitely not 3. Definitely not a dynasty, but they definitely would have won 1.
I would say they would have still sucked because management office and other things.
Mm-hmm.
It plays a key role in if you just finally got your franchise quarterback. And what was the last quarterback they drafted before Caleb Williams?
Bears, Justin Fields. And look how he turned out.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the Chiefs, well, who was the last one they drafted? Mahomes. And he's been arguably the best quarterback in the NFL right now. So.
Not this year.
Not this year, but as of last decade, he has.
It belongs to Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold is just a GOAT. But, I mean.
Yeah. Speaking of Seahawks, though.
You want to cover the next one?
Mm-hmm. Super Bowl 49, Seahawks versus Patriots. All they had to do was run the ball with
Marshawn Lynch.
And what did they do? Throw a pick.
To Malcolm Butler. Which, I mean, no offense, Malcolm Butler was a great player, but just how do you even do that? Like, how do you like? I don't. I, to this day, I don't understand why you don't run the ball with. It's just a dominant running back like Marshawn Lynch. I just don't understand.
At the 1.
Exactly at the 1 yard line.
It's like if you're playing NCAA and the playbook shows up, they show suggestions, and you're at the 1 yard line. It's either inside zone, running plays, or an RPO.
Yeah,
How many times do you think you're gonna scroll down and see a passing play at the 1?
like never,
Yeah.
never.
So Pete Carroll is dumber than a video game.
Well, like, I'm just wondering, like, what went through his head.
He probably thought they were not going to expecting it. They're probably going to defend Marshawn. They're going to stack up on the line.
That's true.
Probably get the linebackers in there, like to stop Marshawn. But if you passed it, it would have made great sense. But you're at the 1. There's not a lot of space, for routes to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially at the goal line. There's not.
Yeah.
There's like no.
It's either a guy right here, a guy right there, and then there's barely no room.
Yeah.
For the run.
Your guy can make a move and get open, but
there's probably another defender not that far from him.
And the wide receiver, I don't even know who the wide receiver was. Was it Tyler Lockett? Was Tyler Lockett there at that time?
Maybe.
He might have been. I'm not sure, but he was not open. Whoever it was not open.
Not open.
No.
And Russell Wilson with the bad IQ to throw to him. Maybe it was supposed to be like a quick pass, just throw it in.
It was a quick pass, and I would say this: it wasn't really a bad pass. It was more of a great play by Malcolm Butler to get in there and intercept it.
Yeah, I think he wasn't far from it at all.
Who?
Malcolm Butler.
Yeah, but it was still
it
was still a great play to get the good.
If you would have saw the defender there, what would have made you still throw it?
Well,
to him,
I think Russell Wilson, since there was a really quick pass and you need to get the ball really quick, he just was not paying attention to Malcolm Butler at all, and he wanted to get the ball really quick, so he did it. It might not have been exactly the ball traveled, probably not the way he wanted it to. Went a little bit to the left, and then Malcolm Butler picked it. And then, but going back to it, you have Marshawn Lynch, and who isn't his nickname like Beast Mode?
Yeah.
You have a guy nicknamed Beast Mode who's a running back. You're going to
who is on the cover of Madden.
Exactly.
Who is a beast in every way. I mean, maybe not one of the greatest running backs of all time, but for surely up there.
Yeah, like you had that man. You're at the 1 yard line,
and you had the Legion of Boom on defense.
Exactly. At most, wasn't I think it was like a 4th and 1 or something like that. And if they got the touchdown, they won it. That's how it was. If they got the touchdown, they won it. I think it was like a 4th down. All you had to do is run the ball, and I still just don't understand to this day why Pete Carroll didn't. And there's a story that when Malcolm Butler picked it off, Marshawn Lynch went straight up to Pete Carroll and laughed in his face. Have you heard that story?
Yeah, I think I have.
Which is reasonable,
Yeah,
because
you could have won another Super Bowl. That would have been his third, second?
Who's
Pete Carroll's?
Pete Carroll's second, because they won one against the
Broncos,
so that would have been the second. But
damn, what a shame.
That's why it's the what if. It's like, what if what happened?
Yeah.
And then, so our third segment is going to be a very sad injury to talk about.
Wasn't it the first game he played in the NFL?
No, I don't think it was. I don't know if it was his first season. It might have been his first season. I don't know, but it's RG3 and his torn Achilles injury, which RG3 was supposed to be the savior of Washington. That was he was supposed to be their franchise quarterback,
and everybody loved him.
Everybody did. If you talk about RG3 to people, I never heard anyone say a bad thing about
No. I mean, a Baylor quarterback winning Heisman.
Exactly.
You've seen his Heisman highlights. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's sad that his season he came back, obviously from you'll come back from Achilles injury.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be the same.
It's very few times where a player will come back from that big of an injury and be the same, and RG3 was just not the same. I mean, Aaron Rodgers came back and he was horrible for the Steelers, but Malik Neighbors is coming back. Who knows how he'll be from the torn Achilles? But
you got a lot of guys who fans look up to them as like a savior and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when you're a bad program or a bad team like the Commanders, and you get that person, that's your hope.
Yeah, exactly. And
you
then
know, and then maybe first year or second year injures, and then you guys can't recover from it for how long it's been since they got Jaden Daniels.
mm-hmm.
I mean, they haven't made any success, and that was their hope. And it kind of sucks that he was a top draft pick, and injury ruined it.
Exactly. And that's just what happens. Injuries will happen, and it ruined his NFL career. But like, do you think he would have been a Hall of Famer? Maybe
I think he would have been a solid quarterback. Maybe not like
a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. I think he would have been like what some QBs, they peak in college, but they don't peak in the NFL.
I think he would have had at least a couple of seasons.
I think he would have had a couple like seasons where
like
he was maybe
Pro Bowler,
maybe an MVP candidate, maybe
yeah,
an MVP season,
maybe like a couple All Pros, maybe I would say a couple All Pros.
But you got a perspective. If he stayed with the Commanders or Redskins,
yeah,
he ain't winning a Super Bowl.
That's true.
He would have made All Pro by himself. Who is he throwing to? I can't remember any of the receivers.
Me neither.
Yeah, no shame, but I can't remember one Redskins or Commanders receiver now or before.
Well, you got Terry McLaurin, but that's back then. No, that's right now.
Yeah,
Terry McLaurin's right now, not back then.
Yeah, and that's what Jaden Daniels. So if RG3, if he would have stayed in Washington, which I don't think he would, because if you're, let's say, a quarterback who came back from an injury, and unless they give you a lot of money, I would find somewhere else to go that has a better roster.
Well, this is off topic about football, but a good example, kind of a good example of this is Mike Trout. How many times he got injured, but he has not left the Angels at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think RG3 would have stayed. I think RG3 might have been like that. He would have.
That's deep loyalty, though. And
that is deep loyalty, and
you gotta put in perspective. How much is he getting paid? Because Mike Trout gets paid a lot.
He gets paid a lot. But if RG3 would have gotten injured, he would have gotten paid a lot of money by Washington, and they might have built around him. They might have built around RG3. If you have a franchise quarterback like RG3,
yeah, you want to build
around him. But since he got hurt, wasn't the same.
You can't build off him.
Oh,
and then now Commanders or Redskins are doing that now since they have a quarterback. But you never know how the strategy would have worked years ago.
Yeah,
maybe he would have been. I don't think he would have won a Super Bowl with the Commanders. I think he would have switched teams to.
If he went to like a better team, he probably would have won one there.
Yeah, but that's if let's say after his injury he came back and was a star player. What if?
What if exactly? So
we got SMU's death penalty now.
SMU. This is actually a new one for me. I never heard of this one until
I've heard about it.
You want to talk about it? I thought I was talking about it.
You want to get it?
Well, we can both talk about it.
Deal.
We can just both talk about it. Like what we've been doing.
So SMU received the death penalty in 1987 for illegal payments to players. They were giving out money under the NIL's rules, which is illegal back then. This is before NIL. So they're giving them like necessities in a college room, to persuade them to stay or play and all that stuff.
Okay.
And they got half their program cut. Like they cut their program.
Like the players?
The program. They didn't play the next season. They didn't have anything.
They canceled the 1988 season.
And I think they came back in 1990s, 5 around there.
Wait, so they didn't come back to the 1990s?
Yeah.
Dang.
Because they were still recovering. And it's kind of ridiculous to think that now is that, they got fined for, half their program killed because of paying players.
Which is what every program does now.
No, that's what every program does now. And I don't even think it was a lot of money. Maybe it was like under 12, like $60,000.
I mean, that would do it though.
That's yeah, but and SMU perceived that much bad things happening to them just from that little incident. I mean, not little, but but it did cause realignment in the Big 12. What else is like? Oh, I can't read your handwriting.
It's canceled this season.
They canceled their season. Yeah,
But
they finally just did. I think the school is just finally getting on their feet again after being back.
I mean, they made the playoffs last year.
They did make the playoff 2 years ago. Lost to
I don't remember. Clemson.
I think Clemson.
Yeah, Clemson. But if they didn't get the death penalty, then who knows what would happen?
Who knows?
There's so much.
Maybe
stuff.
they would have been a different conference because the Southwest might really survive. But old conferences, they're wacky.
They were cool.
Well, the Big 8 and Big 12.
Big 12. I like the Big 12, but
That was the only cool one. Oklahoma, Texas, Nebraska. Go on.
We should
Kansas,
actually, if we kept that conference, we would have been destroyed every year.
Yeah, we still get destroyed every year.
Yeah, we do.
All
But
right. Speaking of Texas,
our last one on the list is gonna be Colt McCoy's injury. If you don't know about Colt McCoy, he was the Texas quarterback in 2009, and in the championship game against Alabama, he pinched a nerve in his right throwing shoulder, opening drive, and so he got taken out of the game. The backup came in, and Alabama won this game, 37-21. And so the thing is if Colt McCoy didn't pinch his nerve, didn't leave the game, would the outcome be different?
no.
Because it's
Maybe the score, but Alabama's still kind of on top.
yeah, because Alabama they had Julio Jones back then.
Julio Jones, Mark Ingram,
and I don't really know anyone else.
I forgot the quarterback's name. But their coaching staff, they also had Signetti. What else?
Saban.
Smart.
Yeah, exactly. So they had great players, great coaching staff, but who knows?
A great season, too. I mean, I think they went undefeated.
They lost 2 games.
Yeah, 2 games.
2 games. And I think I think Texas probably lost around the same. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I think just Texas lost to Texas Tech, maybe. I don't know. Because Michael Crabtree, I remember he was a quarterback of that game, but
for Texas Tech?
For Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Colt McCoy was, but Michael Crabtree beat him.
Here's what I think.
You think it would have changed the outcome?
I don't believe it would. I don't think it would change the outcome. But like what you said, I think it would have changed the score a little bit. But Alabama's roster was too stacked.
Yeah, and also maybe it would have improved his draft stock. Maybe he would have went to a better team. Also, didn't you say he also had to relearn how to throw a football?
Yeah, he had to relearn how to throw because if you win, like he pinched a nerve, so like his arm was just like gone. So like he had to relearn how to throw, which obviously is
not helpful
when you're going into the NFL and you have to relearn how to throw. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't think they would have won this game. I think it did. If I think Colt McCoy stayed in the whole entire game, I think it would have been maybe like a 1 touchdown or 3-point game. I think, but instead it was like 28. It'd been like three possession game.
You think so?
Yeah, but what do you think? What do you think the final score would be if Colt McCoy stayed in?
I would say like probably 37, 34, 31, around there.
Yeah, or maybe
down by 6. Not a lot.
Because
but also you never know. Maybe Alabama's defense could have done the same and only holded them still to 21 points.
But there's so much like what defense still be great and hold them or Colt McCoy light them up and kill them.
I mean, how far were they from like the goal line in the opening drive?
Oh, they were like 10 yards away.
Yeah, so you never know. It might have, if we could tell by that first drive, They could have been altering. That's how they maybe could have played all the
Yeah.
other court games. I mean,
So like if they scored in that drive,
yeah.
that could have changed it. But but like we said, Alabama won, and I think
This is their second
I
championship.
think wasn't this like their second in a row?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I'm pretty
this
sure.
this game also led to next Saban's three-peat, and
No, I think because he
Well-
lost the year after.
well, it was one of his
Yeah.
games in his three-peat because he won 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of his games in his three-peat, but that's why Nick Saban is the best college football coach of all time, without a doubt.
7 championships.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think last time you saw Texas, they've never. Remember that meme? It's the Texas quarterback. I don't know if it's called McCoy, but he goes, "We're Texas Nation. We're back." It's a stupid clip, and then
No,
that's
I
like
never heard of
that's
that.
one of the famous memes of Texas because I think they lost the next game they played, or like had a horrible season after.
It sounds like Duloc's thing. It goes like this, and then he loses the game. Yeah, but
Yeah, there's so many what ifs. I mean, also we could say, what if Pat Tillman never left for the Army? You could say,
could have said, what if Duloc? I mean, no, not Duloc. And what if Andrew Locke didn't get hurt?
Yeah.
And continued to play. What if Barry Sanders stayed
What
in
if
the NFL
the
longer?
Harbaugh Bowl, the Super Bowl, if the lights never cut out, what would have happened? Probably the same thing.
I think the same thing. I think the same thing.
Yeah.
But there's so many what ifs. It was really hard to choose from, but these were some of our favorites.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys for watching. I think on next episode will be just the rundown.
A rundown. We'll
I-
figure it out.
I think on this episode will be the rundown of the Olympics because we're gonna talk about the Olympics yet.
Yeah.
So
Talk about who all the Americans that won gold, some
Hockey.
notable standouts, and I'm ready to talk about Elisa Liu because she's the best figure skater.
who?
Elisa Liu, she won gold.
Oh yeah, the goal that won gold. Or how about the hockey? Goal?
Hockey. Oh, we're definitely talking about
Yeah,
that
no,
hockey
hockey,
game.
yeah,
That game was amazing.
That was.
That overtime goal. Woo!
So we'll come.
But we'll have to. This is a great episode so far. I hope you guys like the idea. Next we'll probably do basketball, baseball.
I think baseball.
Baseball?
Since baseball season's
Rolling
basically
around, yeah.
here, I think we should do baseball.
Okay.
So next episode will be rundown, and then we'll release a new what if episode in the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But we appreciate you guys again. We appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.